Jennie and I first met online, and then at one of the Metastatic conferences that we tend to make the rounds at. And like me, she was diagnosed at stage 2B, only she was 27 years old at the time. Less than a year after her treatment, she was diagnosed with widespread disease in her bones. To date, she has gone through 18 chemotherapies, hormonal treatments, biologic agents, as well as cyberknife procedures, and many others. She actually delayed her treatment this week in order to have the energy to join us. And despite all of those therapies, her metastasis is now in her bones, in her liver, in her lung, and in her chest wall. Jennie is a fierce advocate. She is a passionate supporter of Metavivor and many other organizations that support metastatic patients. She's also a prolific blogger. You can find her at Putting the Grr in Grimes. Jennie goes where the patients are. And I have yet to see a patient who's reached out to her and not been embraced and supported by her. And she is here to help share with us and educate us, just like she does with them, with the goal of extending and improving the lives of all of us. I think she speaks for many of us with metastatic breast cancer, and tonight she's here to speak for herself. So you want to come on up?
Thank you so much. I didn't learn the 3 B's, so I apologize. But I promise I have puppy pictures to make up for it.
Can I play it?
A little technical difficulties, so my apologies. I'll just get started. So thank you again to Lori and to all of you for being here tonight. It truly is an honor for me to be here with you, especially in the cocktail hour earlier and looking at all of you in the audience tonight. This could practically be my birthday party because it's some of my closest friends, my heroes, my inspirations, my role models, my partner Connor, and some amazing researchers. I'm one of your patients at the end of the microscope, so hello. Thank you for being here and for all that you do. And of course, thank you to Metavivor for everything that they've done over the past few weeks, years, and asking me to be the voice tonight to speak to you all. Before I begin, however, I want to recognize 2 special women that are unable to be here this evening, Tracy Frank and Keely Coltra. They are unable to be here with us tonight because they have already died from metastatic breast cancer. These amazing, beautiful friends of mine, mothers, daughters, sisters, have already joined the over 40,000 people who are dying from this disease every year in the United States alone. Over 110 dying a day. A day. And they are the reason why stage 4 deserves more. That's fair, child. All of you are the reason why stage 4 deserves more. And tonight we stand together to reflect on how far we have come thanks to organizations like Metavivor, and how far we still need to go to ensure that stage 4 does get more. Tonight I want to share with you a bit about my story, not too different from many of your own, and why to me and my family, we also know why this disease so direly deserves more. So for me, 2 very special reasons are these guys. Meet Fala. Fala is a silver lab, my fur baby since 7 weeks old, a gentle, goofy, perpetually happy creature that snuggles me on the tough days, makes my cancer-induced infertility not as hard, and pulls me outside to the greater world for a game of fetch just when my chemo fatigue seems to overtake me. And now meet Connor. Here in the audience somewhere, he is the love of my life. We met when I already had stage 4 disease, and he's stuck it out all the 4 years later. A new graduate from UCLA Law, he received this academic achievement, all while being my partner and caregiver. He loves me with no hair, a port, and in adult diapers. Take that, Victoria's Secret. Proof that our love is the real thing. These two are my heart, my soul, and I can only hope my future. Here come the tears. However, my scans just this past week showed further progression. Good timing for my speech, huh? I know that many in this room know the scanxiety and scandemonium, the balance between the hope and the reality. That is life with metastatic breast cancer, the tightrope. The reality is that 100% of breast cancer deaths occur because of metastasis, and almost 100% of people whose breast cancer has metastasized will die from the disease. The very certainty of knowing that I, Jennie Grimes, will die from breast cancer unless something changes. With another MRI-guided biopsy scheduled this week and chemo tomorrow, this time around things are different. This time the options my oncologist is offering are limited. At this point, I have endured 11 chemotherapies and 7 hormonal treatments with only one standard of care option left. Running out of options with this disease is where things end. Being unable to treat this disease with further options is when hospice enters and time slips away. At only 34 years old now, Connor, Paula, and I are at a point of needing more options, needing to buy more time. We need more. My stage 4 deserves more. Tracy's and Keely's stage 4 deserves more. The women in this audience with metastatic disease deserve more. Despite the stark reality, only 2% of funds currently directed to breast cancer research go towards metastatic disease. Instead, the primary focus is on prevention, which does nothing to help those of us already diagnosed. That is why Metavivor advocates for cancer organizations to devote 30% of their research budget to help the 30 of us whose cancer metastasize. 30 for 30. Simple, right? The surest way to save the lives of patients already diagnosed with breast cancer is to find a way to make it survivable. To help women like me live long enough to marry guys like Connor, hint, hint, to raise fur babies like Paula, and to just be able to live without the constant fear of progression and death. Tonight, I ask you all to do more for stage 4. For those living with the disease, you are our Metathrivers, a thriving community of people living against the odds every day, fighting for the research that could save our lives. I ask you to join us and to reach out to those in your network to break the silence, to educate them on what you are living with daily, and kindly guide them to groups like Metavivor, to even donate the cost of a daily latte to research. I recently asked my friends to do the same when I again lost my hair for chemo and Connor had to shave my head. And we were able to raise over $10,000 for Metavivor in a few short weeks just by putting out this request. Bit by bit, we can do this, and together we can be a force for change. For our supporters in the room, our family, doctors, researchers, those who had early stage breast cancer, I ask for you to carry the burden of this illness when my time has ended, when our time has ended. Give us your talents, your passions, and whatever time you have to spare. Become part of the movement to find the solutions and fund research that will save the lives of countless people like me from metastatic breast cancer. We need your help. I need your help. It may not save my life, but hopefully we can save the lives of others. Stage 4 deserves more, and with your continued help, Stage 4 can get it. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for making a difference.